Hello. In this video, I will be covering strings and bit strings in C++, continuing our journey through fundamental data structures. So what is a string? Well, a string is a sequence of characters stored in memory. In C++, strings can be represented in two main ways. First are C-style strings, which are arrays of characters ending with a null terminator. And then the second option is using the standard string class, which is a part of the C++ standard library, which is more powerful and easier to use. So let's take a look at our first example for basic std string usage. As we can see here, we have a greeting called hello world. Well, a greeting called greeting, which is assigned to be hello world. This creates a C++ string. Then we are printing that out, and then we are printing the first character, which is greeting 0, again thinking of it as an array. And then we are printing out the length of the string using the length function. It returns the number of characters in the string, which does not include any null termination. So let us compile and run this program. As we can see here, the string is hello world, the first character is capital H, and the length is 11. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Let's take a look at our next example here, which is about string traversal and modification. So we can traverse the string using a loop and print each character. So we are assigning a string called word, it's called algorithm, it's assigned to be algorithm. Then we're going to print out the characters using a for loop, using, again, the length function to determine when the loop needs to stop. Strings in C++ allow index-based access. And then on line 14, we are modifying the first letter of the word to be capital A instead of lowercase a. And then we're printing that out. So let us compile and run our program. So we can see here it prints out each letter individually with a space with our for loop, and the modified string, which is replacing the first letter to be capital A. Next is an example of lexicographic comparison. Lexicographic basically means dictionary order. So here, apple is less than banana because apple comes first in the alphabet. C++ supports direct comparison operators, i.e. less than, greater than, or equal to for strings. So we can see here we have two strings here, apple, one that is apple, one that is banana. The first is if string 1 is less than string 2, then we say string 1 comes before string 2 in lexicographic order, and then the opposite otherwise. So let us compile and run this program. So it says apple becomes before banana in lexicographic order. What if we change this to be, let's change apple to be pear. Let us recompile and run it. And as we can see, banana comes before pear in lexicographic order. So the else condition turns out to be true. Next, let us move on to talk about bit strings. Bit strings are a sequence of zeros and ones. They can be represented as a string type containing only zeros and ones, or using integer values and bitwise operators. Let's look at the former first. So in this example, we are examining a bit string as a std string. Here on line 6, we're defining a bit string to be this sequence of binary. We're printing that out, and then here we're going to count the number of ones. So we're going to start with 0, and then for each character in the bit string using enhanced for loop, if the character is 1, then we increment it. Otherwise, we do nothing. And then on line 16, we print out the number of ones. So let's compile this program and run it. So we can see the number of ones turns out to be 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that checks out. Next, let's look at bitwise operations with bit strings. So here we are creating two unsigned integers. One is going to be 6 and the other is going to be 3. And as you can see, their binary representation is on the right. And we are applying different bitwise operations. So the ampersand is and, which is it's only 1 if if both bits are 1. The bar is or, that is it's 1 if at least one bit is 1. And then exclusive or, 1 if exactly one bit is 1. So we can see here with the and, first of all, the only digit in which both are 1 is the second one from the right. So that's going to evaluate to 2. Next is or, if at least one of these bits are 1, well, it's this one, and this one down here, so that's going to evaluate to 7. And then finally, exclusive or, not this column, because both are zeros and both are ones respectively, but the first and third, which only one of the digits has a value of 1. So that's going to evaluate to 5. So let us save and compile our program. And let's run it. As we can see, the program gives the intended results. So some key takeaways. A string is a sequence of characters. C++ provides C-style strings and string from the standard library. Strings support indexing, traversal, and modification. Lexicographic order is like dictionary order. And bit strings are binary sequences often manipulated with bitwise operators. If you found this tutorial helpful, do not forget to like, subscribe, turn on notifications, and leave a comment. Reach out if you have any questions. Otherwise, thank you for watching and have a great day.